I'm a little curious how many of these weapons we're actually going to gather and use. Because they give you... Oh, there's a dot there, but I don't see it. Oh, there he is. I am the most sneaky of rogues. The sneakiest of all. That was awesome, because now I can do that again. Oh, I'm being shot. Okay. Defender, there was... there he is. Wow, these guys are hard to see. They blend in really good. They are the sneakiest of rogues, as it turns out. Oh, come on, Dorian. Come on, bro. You're good. Man, their guns are rad. I want... Really, Dorian? What is... Okay. He's like being destroyed by one of these rogues. Let's find out which one it is. I think it was that one that just died. I think. Nope, that's the one. Right. No, that's Cassandra. Oh gosh, it's so hard to see. Okay, whatever. Killing him. No idea what's going on, but I'm killing him. Come on. Die. And done. Okay. Whew. That was a little worrying. I gotta keep an eye out for Dorian getting just destroyed from rogues. They're using my own tactics against me. Why is that geared? Oh, I see. It's on like a stalagmite. Stalagmite or stalactite? Which one goes up and which one goes down? Does it really matter? It's a stalag. How about that? We'll just go with that. There was also this. There's a whole ocean down here. That's crazy. Really, gosh, I like this place a lot. It's getting cooler the deeper I go. It is certainly D&D's Underdark. It's exactly what this place is. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, you look at any fantasy world, and actually any created world in general is iterative. If you look at, like Numenera is a good example. Numenera is it's one of my favorite fantasy worlds, quote unquote fantasy, because it's more like a Star Wars world than it is a fantasy world in the sense that it's sci-fi fantasy. We are under attack. Put that at him. I see another dot. There he is. Trying to kill Dorian yet again. Not today. You're getting wrecked, son. There's that guy over there that I brought down. 2 half health and like a 1 attack, which feels good. Give me more. Thank you. Okay, good. We'll do that. That guy's just like running away. That's cool. Because then I could chase him down as he's distracted. And kill. Oh, that's a rogue dude trying to kill Dorian again. Where are all these dwarves coming from, actually? I'm realizing they're kind of closing in on us. Is that a rogue? Oh, I think it is. Earth Shaker? Oh gosh, it's really hard to see these guys. I have to use my mini-map. Okay, there's 2 guys, or actually there's 3 guys over there. There's this guy in front of me, which is dying rapidly because that's what I do. There's those 2 over there. 3, rather. Let's kill that guy with those. All that slow down. Kill him. And then we'll kill this person. And there's still more enemies coming. Oh, I see. That I looked up, fight through the Shabrutal. Okay, I could do that. Let me loot these guys. Now that I know that this is kind of like a kill the waves of enemies thing, I could do that. Which also allows me then to continue my thought on my favorite fantasy world being... oh, that's Varric. My favorite fantasy world being Numenera, which is the sci-fi fantasy in the fact that it is like 1 billion years into the future on Earth. So it takes place on Earth just 1 billion years into the future. And what has happened is, because 1 billion years have passed, many great civilizations have rose up and fallen. And Numenera takes place in what's called the Ninth World, which is basically... oh, by the way, there was actually a game that released on, or is releasing soon, I think is on early access at the moment, called Torment Tides of Numenera, which I think takes place in the same world. I'm pretty sure it does. I actually should probably play that. Either way, it's you're in the Ninth World, which is the ninth civilization that has lived on Earth, and in between the first and the ninth, you know that not everything has been human. In fact, for a fact, there has been some type of crazy aliens, maybe interdimensional creatures and stuff, but for the most part, the Ninth World is humans again, or kind of. It's more like a fantasy setting. So what happened in this Ninth World, or what's happening, is that because there have been many great civilizations, there's like crazy artifacts from these great civilizations. You know, there's like crazy technology that to the people of the Ninth World is magic, because it's basically nanomachines and stuff, but they can't see that, they don't understand that. So your characters have magic and abilities, but it's actually just like imbued abilities with technology. So it's kind of really cool in that fact. And in the tabletop campaign, there's things that you get that are like artifacts that are crazy pieces of tech that are like one-use items and are super overpowered. But, you know, the reason they're overpowered is because they're like single-use. So it's really cool. It's a really cool world. Like think Dragon Age, but with crazy tech. And that's what that is. So in the fact that this area here is kind of the Underdark from D&D, which is probably, you know, I guess actually all of the Deep Roots have kind of been more or less that concept. And in other, you know, sci-fi or fantasy rather, in other fantasy stuff, it's kind of the same idea. You typically have like an underground area that's really dangerous, right? So there's that. So that's what I'm saying with worlds, especially fantasy worlds, make-believe worlds. How about that? That's a way better way to put it. Have a lot of iteration on them, and are oftentimes derived from other created pieces of work, or simply, there's a lot of enemies here, simply just, you know, machinations of what we can understand from our current planet, which is why a lot of fantasy stuff have humans. You don't often find other world, like I guess worlds, other world creations that don't involve humans of some description, because we understand the human condition, therefore having human characters is pretty natural. It allows us to relate with those characters and how those characters would interact with other creatures. Is there something I'm supposed to be doing here? Because these guys are just like really going at it. The Shah Patrol have raised impossible stone barriers to find a way past them. Hey, why don't I just like come over here and break this barrier and see if these guys stop attacking me, because this is really annoying. Yeah? Good? Oh, I gotta place a lot of these. Okay, well, while my guys are fighting the just unending swarm of enemies, I guess I will place all these down. 2 more. Oh, I guess it's unending swarm so you can get enough hammers. That's gotta be what it is. Whoa. Dorian, are you good? He's taking a health potion.
That's it. We're through.
Are they gonna stop spawning now? Because this is actually a little annoying. And I've used most of my potion. Dorian, seriously, what the hell are you doing? You're just standing there like an idiot. Dorian! Quit! Okay, he's gonna die. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna let him die because he's just sitting here being constantly attacked and he isn't running away. Retard. Wow, why is this guy? Oh, he's another like monster, boss monster. Come on. Actually, thinking about it, I can't off the top of my head think of a single universe that has been created that doesn't involve humans of some description. Hell, even aliens that we come. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a lot of loot. Even aliens we come up with in like alternate universes or other universes that we create, pretty much are all humanoid to some description. Like you think Star Wars, for example, you got like the Twi'leks, you have the Wookiees, you have Mirialans, Miraluka, Chiss. Like, everybody, Zabrak, you know, like, everybody you can ever think of in that universe is typically humanoid. Even their most out there aliens in Star Wars are still humanoid. Like, the Rhodians, still humanoid guys. It's very interesting when you think about it. Wow, I could just, like, farm this place for money, really, if I wanted to. It adds a different level to those universes, because once you realize like most aliens in those universes are humanoid, but the reason they did that is because they were doing practical effects, and honestly it's much easier to have an alien in a movie like that has 2 legs and 2 arms and stands upright, because you're probably going to have a guy in a suit, and that's how that works. Whereas if we were thinking of like aliens, you know, most aliens, I think, if you know any ever existed, it would break our minds. It wouldn't be what we thought they would look like, because they would probably exist on different planes. Like there's for example, there is a bacteria, I think it is, that resides in a lake near like the area that I reside. It's far away, but it's still near enough that I can get to it within a couple hours, which is Mono Lake, and it's basically 75% faster movement speed when stealth. Oh, I gotta look at that armor. Okay, it is definitely better. It looks retarded, but it is definitely better. Gosh, that is so good. Yeah, we're going for it. I could tint it to make it look better at least. Masterwork Battle Mage armor. What is did I take that off of Dorian? Yeah, because he's using Vestments of the Pure. Okay. And is there anything else? No. No. Okay. I got a couple rings, but I'm not too concerned. Also, did I get a weapon? Weapons. Did I get any good daggers? Nope. Anyways, there's this lake, and it's really interesting because there is some type of bacteria there that isn't carbon based. It's like a weird bacteria. It's changed everything.
The attacks are getting worse.
We must be getting close to whatever they're protecting.
Only the pure may pass. All others will be punished. Assuming the Shabratal are the pure,
We're the others who aren't allowed to pass.
could the earthquakes be the punishment?
Let's investigate. Or not.
You found Paragon Garal's book near a damaged lyrium mine, and the new earthquakes destroyed your mine.
But why would they want to destroy the lyrium mines?
Why are Shabratal pure?
I wonder what makes the warriors pure.
You spent long enough this far down, reason might not be your strong suit.
They do wear sealed armor to protect themselves from impurities?
If the tremors are deliberate, it could be disastrous for Orzamar's lyrium mines.
The Shabratal were dwarves once. Something turned them against us. This reads like a final warning. We must be nearing the source.
Something is corrupting them to some description. Or maybe not corrupting them and enlightening them, maybe? Is that a thing? I can rest, but I don't need to. I can change my party, but I don't need to. And I can quick travel if I wanted to. What's my inventory looking like? 61 out of 90. Not bad. Let's look at those accessories real quick. What's this? Cunning? I like my cooldown. Belt of staggering. What's mine? Focus gain, which is way better for me. Superior ring of critical damage, which is pretty much what I already have one. Okay, well, let's back out of that. Is there any weapons that I missed that were really good that I picked up? Doesn't appear so. So we can close out of that. I'm debating whether or not I should go do like those war table mission things that I'm pretty sure I have unlocked. But this place, this shot looks amazing. And like the drums in the background. Oh, it's so good.
Did the Shabratal build all this?
Holy
Or
crap.
was it here before them?
It's like, crap, what's the world from Avatar? The movie? Like the floating pillars and stuff? That's what that looks like. Oh, it's so cool. Is that the way that it wants me to go? Or is that the way I need to go? That's the way it wants me to go, so I'm gonna go the other direction. You know, just RPG problems. I've mentioned before that we recently started doing a tabletop RPG in the Star Wars stuff. Using Edge of Empire, and man, can I tell you how funny it is when you set out like a mission and like a quest line for the players to follow, and they instantly go the other direction. It's kind of funny, but I mean, I'm realizing that it happens in real game design as well, because they set me out on this one path to take. They're like, this is the optimal way to do it. Think Dragon Age Origins, and then you go straight to Orzammar and you ruined their entire balance, and then you get wrecked. This place is awesome.
Nothing should surprise me anymore. But this... Wait, the rhythm we followed. We've found the source. But
It's
not
lyrium?
the Titan.
Yeah.
How would we even recognize a Titan? All we know is that they're enormous.
We've found the Titan. We're standing inside it.
What do you mean, inside?
Think back to when we left the ruined Tig. I could feel that this wasn't the deep roads. The Shabratal attacked because we invaded a place only the pure are allowed to enter. The body of the Titan.
Whoa. And that's the heart.
If I don't survive, Orzammar must know the truth.
I was gonna
I
say.
won't fall while Corypheus is still a threat.
I was gonna say, is it time to finally negotiate with these fools? Oh, this place is so cool. Oh man, I was actually expecting it to be like a lyrium thing. Oh, maybe it still is. Maybe it is like a vein of lyrium, and that's what we've been seeing are the veins, and that's kind of like its life source, and that's the heart of this Titan, of this so-called Titan. This is really cool. I like this a lot. See, now this has changed. It's taken that concept of the Underdark from the D&D universe and has changed it. I like that. See? I like it because now I can enjoy both universes without drawing too many parallels, which is a good thing. Because if you get the same of, you know, something too often, like zombie stuff, right? Then you kind of get sick and tired of it, which is why vampires died out or came back and then died back out.
Could there be a whole civilization in here?
A city within a Titan. Incredible.
And
Titan.
the quakes haven't damaged it.
Yeah, Titan City is what I'm calling it. It's original. It's the best name ever.